protocol again, because they added a new patch that changed the brightness setting. For one, it allows you to adjust the brightness way more than you could before. And for two, it actually makes the lighting in the game overall way better. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it too. Good old hardcore mode. I got this. Fuck! So close! I got this. Yeah! Nope, that's the main quest. Fucking sweet. Man, the lighting looks so much fucking better after that new update. I'm noticing all kinds of shit I didn't see before. And this was already a fucking gorgeous game, so... Even people who hate this game can't deny this game looks fucking awesome graphically. God, I hate those fucking things.
Nice. Wasn't that something? Elias, I made it through.
Good picture.
Copy.
Loud and clear, bro. Good timing too. I'm getting close.
Okay, I got eyes on the tram station. I'll meet you there.
Not so fast. See that building, oxygen processing? There's a security station inside. You need to get there to lift the lockdown in the dome. Can't dock the tram until you do.
I have a feeling you were telling me everything.
Alright, I got this. I got this. Terrific. Yeah, that's been one of the most that's one of the hardest things in this so far has been the fights with the drones. Thankfully, this is the last one you fight in the game. I actually wish they had let you have maybe have a melee fight with one of them, like its shooting arm gets broke off, because I just think it would have been kind of cool to have a boss fight be going hand in hand with one of these fuckers.
Resume. Cascading failures detected.
There we go.
UGC Printing. Have a united day.
Open this store, you bastard!
Damn it. The stun gun is your friend.
Please make a selection.
Here, hold on. I'm tweaking them. They, like I said, they made much more detailed settings for brightness in the recent patch, and I'm still tweaking it. It's much better, though, than it used to be. Let's try. Yeah, it's better.
Invalid selection.
Fuck. I gotta try and come back. The skunk gun is a gun you really want. It's your friend. God damn it! Fuck it. Oh, it's so much harder to stop these fuckers before they mutate this time.
UJC printing at your service.
Fuck, well, I guess go this way first then. Damn it! Come on. Ah, you bitch. Okay, he's done. Just had to make sure. How it's going? Find myself playing one of my favorite underrated games. I love this game. This game needs way more attention than it actually got. Yeah, it's going. It just means that I'm here. Sometimes all you can be thankful for is that you're alive. It's good. It improved the lighting in the entire game in general, and then it added fine-tuning details for lighting, because a lot of people were reporting it was too dark or too light on their TVs, and it had like a general brightness setting, but it wasn't very good. So they improved the lighting in the whole game, and then if you don't like that, you can adjust it yourself. And I already like the game, so I'll take any excuse to play some more. Hold on a second, let me... No. There we go. Bottom right. Excuse me. Like I said, this game does not get the appreciation that it deserved. Now, that is very fair. They wanted this to be Dead Space. Also, because a lot of people didn't understand how to play the game, and they blamed that on them. I keep trying to melee, and I keep getting ambushed by 2 or 3 people, is what they were saying. Yeah, that's when you're not fucking supposed to melee. That's not bad game design. If there's more than 2, you're better off not. Exactly. Or people just saying they think the melee system is stupid in general. I love the melee system in this game. I don't understand people's issues with it, honestly. In fact, I thought it was refreshing, because melee is not something you see in hardly any horror game. Almost ever. But and I mean, this game definitely did have problems at launch. It definitely had a rough-ish launch, not, like the roughest launch. It wasn't broken, but they fixed most of them already, actually.
Is yours.
I mean, they fucking updated this game at a fever pitch.
Elias, you copy? I'm lifting the lockdown.
Nice work, bruv. Pulling inside the station now.
Only problem is I can't reach it. The walkway collapsed.
Yeah, that's fair.
The utility room across the way has access to the level below. See if you can reach the catwalk from there. And hurry, the storm's getting worse.
Shenmue is one of those games that I appreciate what it does, and I like it, it's just not for me. I think what they did with the world and the technology at the time was simply groundbreaking. They were really doing open world games before open world games even became a thing. It's just like, I like my slice of life games with like an overarching thing, so that the slice of life is part of it, it's not the whole thing. Like Yakuza, I feel like Yakuza got the balance just right. There's, you know, bits of slice of life, and then there's a storyline you can go and do in between that. So there's like a guiding through line, and if I don't want to engage with that, I don't have to. But Shenmue is just like all slice of life with just a thin plot. It's kind of like Animal Crossing. My family loves Animal Crossing. My sister, my mother, put thousands of hours in Animal Crossing. I respect Animal Crossing as a game, but it's not personally for me. Or The Sims. I think The Sims are fine. I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, I play games for the escapism. For going to a place I could never go in real life. Do things I could never do in real life. And to me, I feel like The Sims is like, do all of the boring parts of real life. Like, manage pissing and shitting. It's like, I already have trouble managing my own eating and pissing and shitting. And you think managing somebody else's is fun? It's not fun to me. And see, therein lies the thing, and that's where games have gone astray. Is, used to be, games knew their fucking audience. They knew their audience. So, the guys who make The Sims, you know, let's say Will Wright, he's like, well, you don't like Sims, Kiernan, so I'm not going to cater The Sims to Kiernan. I'm going to cater The Sims for people that like The Sims. Nowadays, it's like, hey, let's try to take this thing and make it for people that don't like it. And that never works out. Like, ever. Doesn't matter if it's a movie, doesn't matter if it's a fucking game, it never works. On paper, it's like, oh yeah, that's great. Let's broaden the audience so we can get everybody. But what you wind up with is nobody, because the new people, more often than not, don't ever come in, and you lose the old fans. They're like, I don't like this anymore. Yeah, they end up dividing the fan base. And that's the issue. When you're making a movie, a game, a book, especially if it's in a world you didn't create, so you're coming into somebody else's work, you need to cater to your fans. Those are the ones that care. Those other people fucking don't. They don't care at all. Not even a little bit. And I mean, best case scenario, you're gonna get a couple of new fans. But you're gonna lose most of the old ones, and it almost never works out. That's why they say go woke, go broke. Because they go woke to appeal to a new audience, they lose the old fans, the ones that put butts in seats, and then they go bankrupt. And that's also because a lot of the time these SJWs don't actually care about the movie or the property. They just care about complaining and looking good to their friends and getting their virtual dick sucked. So they just want to complain about something. If somebody actually fixed the problem, not that there's a problem to fix, in their mind it's a problem, they still don't care. They just move on to the next thing. It's not about, that's what happened to Saints Row. Although, you know, I will say this. I'm actually a fan of that game. Yeah, the story is cringe, but I actually really like the gameplay in the world. That's true. I can see that. Saints Row 2 was really good. Fuck. Yeah. And it really upsets me because it basically killed the company. Volaton is pretty much no more. And I love Volaton. Volaton is one of my favorite game companies. They fucking did The Descent, Red Faction, Saints Row, Summoner. Like, I fucking loved Volaton. Summoner, I especially love Summoner. And after the huge failure of the Saints Row game, they fucking basically folded the entire series in. The only thing Volaton's gonna do now is add stuff to the new Borderlands games. They basically died. Fuck. That like makes me super sad. I love Volaton. Although that's not on them. I also feel like, yeah. Fuck. I feel like that's not entirely on them. Because the games industry has gotten into like a fucked up place where like they will shut down a studio over one game that doesn't sell as well as they hoped. Not even not sell well, as well as they hoped. It's fucking stupid. Okay, and there's no reason for it. There's no fucking reason for it. Like, gaming is now a $1 trillion industry. A $1 trillion industry. Yeah, fuck. Like I said, it's a $1 trillion industry. They're making more money than ever before. In fact, where a lot of industries took a hit with the pandemic, games excelled because there were more people staying home. So games saw a huge spike in profits. The whole industry. So there's no fucking reason with them making an ungodly amount of money, with them making more money than they've ever made before, that they should be cutting off these studios, especially fucking big studios like Deep Silver, where they have fucking deep Chinese pockets. Or Microsoft. Microsoft has had a shit ton of layoffs since, like, you're a $1 trillion company. You reported record profits. Why the fuck are you firing people? You've given them raises. That's what you're supposed to do when the company does really well. Yeah. Like, the way it should work is when the company does well, the employees do well. If you're posting record profits, You better be giving people record bonuses. And see, thank you, I appreciate that. Everybody wants to get on CD Projekt Red. They became a company to hate, okay? They do it right, okay? Every single fucking character, every person who works at CD Projekt Red gets a bonus based on the game's sales. And it's a sizable bonus too, okay? So, if a game that they make comes out and does well, every single member of that team is getting a big-ass fucking check. On top of already being paid well. They already pay very well. I think they're the highest-paying game studio in Poland. So you're already getting paid really well just to fucking work there, more than most people in Poland. And then if the game does well, you get a huge fucking bonus. And that encourages the game makers. They say, well, if this game sells well, I get paid well, so I want to do a good job. Whereas with a lot of these companies, it's like I could do the best job ever and not get paid a single cent extra. I could go above and beyond the Call of Duty and not get paid anymore. EA didn't even want to give people fucking overtime. That's a crock of shit. They actually got in trouble with the fucking government for that one, because you can't do that. You give somebody overtime, you gotta pay them. I mean, pretty much every country in the world, that's a fucking rule. Especially in America. So, you have companies like fucking EA won't even pay people for overtime, and then CD Projekt Red is giving them a huge bonus, giving them full life insurance. They all have full life insurance. And they're the bad guys? No, they're not. Okay? And CD Projekt Red, yes. Exactly. CD Projekt Red released Cyberpunk, and it was buggy. I have to admit. And I also have to say, Cyberpunk should have never been released on last gen. It was just too much for PS4 and Xbox One. Too much. Because, people thought that a lot of the frame rate drops and stuff was due to bad optimization. No! Cyberpunk is a fucking monster. On CPUs. Which is where PS4 and Xbox One sucked the most. Their CPU was shit when it got put in there in 2013. Like, people were like, man, the CPU on the PS4 is shit when they put it in there. That's why the jump to PS4 and PS5 or Xbox One to Series X was such a big jump. Because when they made the PS4 and Xbox One in 2013, or released it, the CPUs were shit when it released, but the CPUs in PS5 and Series X were top of the line. So it was almost like they jumped 2 generations with the CPU, because they went from bad for then to good for now, if that makes any sense. So they had a bigger jump in CPU than probably any other console generation. And with so much of Cyberpunk being set in a super dense city, CPU is like all it does. The only way to have made it run on last-gen consoles would be to redesign the game. The type of shit they were going for, it just didn't work. But yeah, they did release a buggy, and I understand that, but they apologized. They gave out fucking refunds. They acknowledged the issue. They patched and patched and patched. They're still fucking patching. The next-gen only versions that they made were really good. And on top of that, there's a reason why they did it. Their investors were going to give everybody in the team a big bonus because, CD Projekt Red has the outside investors. And it was on the condition that the game released in 2020. Because they kept delaying it and the investors got pissed off. So they chose to launch in 2020 even though it was broken. Because if they didn't, all of their team members wouldn't have got their pay that they were promised. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. The characters look fucking great. So, it wasn't just CD Projekt Red saying, we've got to get this game out now. We've got to get this game out right now. It was like, if we don't release this game and we delay it again, all of our employees are going to lose our bonus. And they're probably going to be really mad at us. It's kind of like this game, Like, one of the main reasons that people don't realize that this game launched, kind of rough. This game, as you know, was always intended to be a modern successor to Dead Space, obviously doing its own thing, but it was always intended to be a modern successor. And when they started working on this game, Dead Space had been dead for years. And then it just so happened when they were midway through making this game that EA turned out to be making a Dead Space remake. And they were like, oh, fuck. And then it just so happened, by sheer ill timing, that the Dead Space remake was coming out almost exactly when the fucking Callisto Protocol was coming out. 1 month apart. So, one of the reasons why this game launched a little rough, and I say a little because it wasn't unplayable. Like, people exaggerated. It was not unplayable. I played way worse. Was because they were afraid that if they launched it, delayed it to fix on the shit and launched it afterwards, that the Dead Space remake would come out and decimate their sales. Because Callisto Protocol doesn't have the marketing that Dead Space did. So they were genuinely afraid if they released it either during Dead Space or after Dead Space, that it would wipe their sales out. And I can't say I blame them.
Jacob, boy, over here.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
It's not as bad as it looks. Come on.
Well, man, I mean, okay, we're gonna get on the topic, dude. Elden Ring still runs like shit.
You want me to climb that?
That depends. Do you want to get off this rock?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Come on, it's dead easy.
Okay, I love Elden Ring. Don't get me wrong. I love Elden Ring. I basically 100% completed Elden Ring. Spent over 120 hours on it. Okay, but it ran like shit at launch. The only way to get a solid frame rate was to play the PS4 version on PS5 instead of the native PS5 version, and it's been over a fucking year and they have still not fixed the frame rate. The frame rate on PS5, even in performance mode, is still fucking abysmal. You can be walking around with not a single enemy on screen with nothing going on and it still can't maintain a solid frame rate. And I love Elden Ring. Don't get me wrong. I love the graphics in Elden Ring. Elden Ring looks amazing aesthetically. The game aesthetically looks awesome, but graphically it wasn't even that demanding.
You look like shit.
Yeah, I look like shit. I smell like it too because somebody forgot to mention that I'd be swimming in it.
I told you it wouldn't be easy. But what matters is that you made it, yeah?
No, we both did.
Not quite yet. We're nearly there. Come, give us your hand.
Although, I will say, okay, that in my opinion, gamers won with this whole situation, with the Callisto and Dead Space, because they are both great. The Dead Space remake is great. I actually think it exceeded my expectations. I wanted liking it more than I thought I would. Ah, that sucks.
Holy shit, bro. I think those things are changing. They're evolving.
Yeah, I think we need to get the hell out of here. What's with the suit?
The station got damaged during evacuation. We've got to go outside to access the tram. Yeah. Get suited up. We still got to beat that storm. When you're ready.
I was really excited by what they did with the story in Dead Space. They actually wound up hugely altering the story in the remake for the better. And they fixed plot holes in the original Dead Space's story.
I never asked you. What are you in for?
And they tie shit together way better.
You worried you're helping a murderer, Scott?
Well, yeah, kinda.
Well, you are, man. So what? Look, it's a long time ago, yeah? I was defending myself. Wrong place, wrong time. Made a lot of bad decisions back then.
Yeah, well, you were probably just dealt a shitty hand.
No. No. I was used to blame everyone else. But then
Yeah.
I realized this was on me. You can't keep running from what you've done.
Have you played the whole thing? Have you done all the side quests?
Goodness of the purpose. There's always a prize to pay.
This is my favorite chapter in this game. I love this chapter. Well, whenever you get a chance, dude, you really should. It's great, and it deserves a lot more love than it got, and they make some serious, huge changes to the lore. Like, there's stuff they added to the story that changes a lot of shit, and I'm really a big fan of what they did. And it surprised me. They completely recontextualizes Nicole's and Isaac's relationship, and it's fucking amazing.
Elias! Elias!
Yeah.
Goddamn Ferris.
Yeah, this game gets into the nitty-gritty right away.
Elias!
That is true.
Where are you? Gotta find you.
I also love the way the armor looks in this game a lot. I love the aesthetic. Yeah.
This goddamn storm.
They specifically did it that way so you could see his face. So they didn't cover up his face like Isaac. They wanted his, you know, Jacob to be more of a part of this. I'm fine with it being linear, honestly. Yeah, as do I. I know we're getting the story DLC later this year that will pick up where the game ended. That's what I'm really excited for. For the record, I'm playing on the new hardcore difficulty. That's why this is so fucking tough and it takes long to kill these fuckers.
Suit power is faded. Help me.
Yeah.
Activate your emergency beacon.
What's there fits with the aesthetic.
The beacon. Elias.
In Dead Space, everything was engineering tools that was repurposed. For weaponry in this game, it's all police riot gear. So a baton makes sense. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Wanted Dead lately. Yeah, they actually altered Unreal Engine 4 to have better lighting than it naturally did. Like, they customized the engine to have more light sources in it than it normally did.
Gotta get you to cover. Come on. Yes, you can. It's not that far. It's not that far. Come on. No. Gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Come on.
It's because of you. I got out.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually was really sad when Elias died.
I'll see you on the other side.
He did a really good job. I've actually seen that actor who plays him in a couple of movies. He's underrated. I hope he gets more work after this. Because he's been in a couple of things, but he's never been a major star. And his acting is really good. I hope he gets more games or more movies or whatever. They basically just made the brightness in the entire game better, and then they also added a better option to fine-tune the brightness better. So some people complained it was too light, some people complained it was too dark, so now you can adjust the settings.
Told him not to trust you.
So
Find us.
better lighting, better
You're lucky
options.
I'm the one who picked it up.
It's too late.
Not for what I need. Black iron like the back of his hand.
What are you doing? Hey!
Where did you?
Hey, wait! Wait!
Where do you think you're going?
I'm a pilot. You need me.
Hangar's that way. Better start walking.
PS5.
I'm so sorry, Elias. Gotta get to that hangar.
You can see that the whole game across the board looks a lot brighter. And the lighting looks better since the patch.
I should get out of this store. Some kind of outpost. Been here a long time.
Okay, I have to come back to that once I get some shit. I'm gonna look around first. It is. It's not on there in the... You can't swap performance mode on and off in the options menu while you're playing the game. You have to go to the main menu to turn performance on or off. Yeah, I agree. Alien, Event Horizon, lot of really great horror sci-fi. And actually, it helps get rid of some of the things that I dislike about sci-fi. One of my problems with sci-fi is that a lot of the technology and stuff is too sterile. It doesn't feel lived in. It's too clean. I like my stuff to have character and be gritty. White, sterile shit doesn't do it for me. So with the horror, they make it a lot more colorful and a lot more lived in to embrace the horror. So it helps get rid of one of the things I dislike about a lot of sci-fi. Like, you know, Aliens with its truckers aesthetic, where everything's all like colorful and lived in and stuff like that. God damn it. Yeah. You can only turn on or off performance mode in the main menu. Fuck. Oh well. Shit happens. Is this the way the game wants me to go, or hold on. Oh, I missed that. It's because when you play it and it's not on performance mode, it turns on ray tracing. Yeah, exactly. It turns on ray tracing, so they have to swap out like all the reflections and shit. And some games don't handle that very well in real time. Here we go. If I had had this a couple seconds ago, that guy wouldn't have got me. I would have been able to shoot him before he fucking mutated. Oh, well, you live and you learn. Oh, for energy converter. Now, well, hold on. You know, a lot of people underestimate the huge potential of the skunk gun. I've seen people say, but you don't need to get the skunk gun. Don't waste your money on it. You get the shotgun. The skunk gun is one of the best fucking guns in this game. Even compared to the shotgun, the riot gun, the skunk gun has like the best staggering of this entire game. I've tested it out on the fucking two heads. The regular shotgun would not stagger the two head. The skunk gun will. I actually like that better. I like it better the way it is now. I like being able to see more of what's going on. I will say one thing they definitely need to add for this game is the ability to remap your controls.
Please, make a selection.
I love this game, but the controls are kind of bonkers.
Stand by.
Hitting fucking left on the D-pad to switch weapons is dumb as shit.
Sprint finished.
And triangle to stomp when the right stick isn't even used? Put fucking stomp on the right stick. And the touchpad on PlayStation isn't even used either. So they could take, you know, hitting up on the D-pad to open your menu is dumb. Fucking put it on the touchpad. You have a big ass button there you're not using. Yeah, I can see that as well.
Getting closer.
Come on! Fuck! I was doing so well. Fuck.
Getting closer.
Yeah, they really are. Hardcore mode is no fucking joke. And all the loot you get, all of it is like half of what it used to be. So you have almost no fucking money. And sometimes less than half. Like the CPU decoders used to be like 1,000. Now they're like 400. So they lowered the value of them by like 60 fucking %. So I mean, you are just fucking starved for resources. But I beat this game on the other highest difficulty, so... I platinumed this game. Very proud of that.
Bridge is barely holding on. Okay. Nice and easy.
One of the main reasons why I think I like this game more than I do the Dead Space remake, and Dead Space in general, is the setting. Honestly, a spaceship in space doesn't really do it for me as much as, say, Icy Waste Planet. Like, I would take a fucking prison in the Icy Planet way more than just a regular spaceship. Dead Space 1 doesn't have a lot of variety in its locations. They even acknowledge that, which is why Dead Space 2... Yeah, exactly. In Dead Space 2, they deliberately made it so you're on a civilian station that had a bunch of different aesthetics. A mall, a church, a kindergarten, etc., etc. Because there wasn't a whole lot of variety in the first Dead Space's environment. Where do you think you going, bitch? Yeah, I agree.
I can get us inside. Found anything yet? Come on, hurry! Before those things come back!
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's my bad. Fuck.
Hey! Hey! You out there! Hey, see if you can find something to pry this door open. Those access tunnels lead to the snowcat garage. I can get us inside.
Okay.
Hey! Hey! You out there! Hey, see if you can find something to pry this door open. Those access tunnels lead to the snowcat garage. I can get us inside. Found anything yet?
Yeah.
Come on! Hurry! Before those things come back!
They remind me of the fucking lizard things from Resident Evil 4. Streaming what? I'm gonna try. We've been doing really hard financially lately, and we haven't had a lot of money to go around. I am still amazed that I was able to get Hogwarts Legacy. It came out of nowhere, and I almost didn't get it. So I'm going to try and get it at launch, and hope for the best. I'm going to see if I can convince my parents to get it for me as a birthday gift. Early birthday gift. My birthday's in May, but... But if I get it, yeah, absolutely. Okay, he died. No, you can vault over them. It's not just that. You literally, they altered it in a patch, so when you vault, you're invincible. You cannot be hurt by anything while you're vaulting. At all. Fuck.
Hey, you out there?
Well, now you know. In fact, if an enemy is by you, vaulting is the thing to do, because like I said, they can't hurt you. So you can put some space in between them. It's really, really useful in the two-heads fight. Yeah, exactly. Before, they could hit you when you vaulted, but they specifically sent a patch mode. You can now no longer be hit when you're vaulting. So, it's a fucking lifesaver during those battles. Even in the last boss battle. And it killed me. Fuck. Of all the things to die from. Yeah, exactly.
Those access tunnels lead to the snowcat garage. I can get us inside. Found anything yet? Come on! Hurry! Before those things come back!
Fuck. Bad fucking time. Oh, and some health. Thank God. He's just what I needed. I actually really like the game. I think even if you don't like Harry Potter, it's a good enough game it's a good enough game that even if you don't like Harry Potter, it's worth playing. Like, it is well made. If you like RPGs, I would still recommend it. Don't make me do that whole thing over again. Please, don't make me do that whole thing over again. I got past it. I got on to the next thing. Just give me a goddamn checkpoint. Okay. I was afraid that they're gonna make me redo the whole thing. Give me that green goop! I once had a friend who said that in Bloodborne, it looks like you're using an EpiPen whenever you heal, and I never forgot that. Or insulin. I'm like, oh my god, it totally does! Wouldn't let me take it with me. That's bullshit. Yeah. Like, oh shit, I can't poop here. It's not safe. It is not safe to take a dump. It's like, god damn it, I shouldn't have eaten all those Mexican burritos before I took this contract. That's all the days to go on a Taco Bell run, Max. You did this to me. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure that's going to be in the DLC. They already showed, like, the entire prison being taken over. And you know the DLC is going to pick up from the in-game left off. So we probably will see more of that later stage shit. I also hope we see more of the outside of the snowy planet, because that's my favorite part of this game. We get more outside. Yeah, see, Returnal is one of those games where I have no problem with it, but it's just not for me. Did it? Yeah, sorry about that. I gotta let my shit recharge. I'm not leaving that collectible behind. No collectible left behind! Okay. Oh, hey. Right, well, I'm going to save here. I'm going to take a short break, and then I'm going to play another game. If you want to come and watch that, you can. If not, I get it. I have to use the bathroom, and also I can only do so much of this at one time before I'm just like, oh.